Hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm Jeanette from Boricua Sewing and Crafts. I am so sorry. I literally just ran into this room because I thought I had a couple of more minutes, and then I looked at my iPhone and I saw 8 o'clock and I was like, oh my God. So I ran in here. And so thank you so much for joining me tonight. And so I see so many people already logged on. I am streaming this through StreamYard. And let me try to get a little situated over here. I am so sorry. And let me know if it's too dark. I remember, hey Shayna, I remember last time you told me I was a little too dark and stuff. Let me turn on a little light here. Ooh, I might be a little too bright here. I got an LD, a little light here. I think this will work and stuff. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. And if you can, please let me know, because I'm on StreamYard, so I want to make sure everyone can hear me and stuff. Let me see, new comments. Okay, I see everybody saying hi. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. So one of the things that I wanted to cover this Friday and is I want to talk about embroidery expenses, okay? Embroidery is such a fun craft. However, though, it can get kind of pricey as time goes on, right? Because you're talking about buying a whole lot of stuff. And I just wanted to spend this hour and talk to you guys about things that you can think about and things that you can even do to try to minimize some of those expenses. Because, the more that, the more that you get into this craft, the more you're going to start looking into different types of stabilizers, different types of blanks, different types of threads and everything. So it can start to, like, before you know it, okay, you're going to end up with a room like mine, which is kind of like, you got threads all over the place and everything. And as a matter of fact, let me turn on the light in this room. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, that's much better. Okay, I literally just ran in here. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm jumping right into it, okay? So I wrote down a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about when we are talking about embroidery, and even not just embroidery as if you're giving them out as gifts and stuff like that, but even like, let's say you have, you're doing embroidery, like it or not, you're going to have people that are going to approach you and they're going to say, hey, I heard you can do an embroidery. Could you do a shirt for me? Or can you do a hat for me or something like that? So like it or not, you may end up falling into that kind of business side of things, okay? Because you're going to get to the point where you're not going to want to be embroidering all the time for free, okay? So you're going to have to start to charge, because it's either you charge them or you're going to be in the hole all the time when it comes to the cost of embroidery, right? So let's talk about some of the things that, I found, like prices and stuff like that kind of like crept up on me, and things that I kind of like wish I knew or something like that. And, just to share with you guys, so that way you guys have it in the back of your mind as you're enjoying this little embroidery adventure of yours, okay? Let's talk about the machines, okay? Now, we have like so many different types of embroidery machines, not just the Brother machines. We have other types of name brands out there and everything, and different machines have different types of capabilities. You got from the single needles to the multi needles, and they can get kind of pricey. The embroidery machines can start really low. And it's not really low, but hey, Mello, how are you? Here's Mello, guys. He's been doing really good. He passed his training class, so I'm really proud of him and stuff. Now they just got to train me. So anyway, and he's fighting with Carlito right now. So anyway, sorry about that. Mel's always going to make his little cameo up here every once in a while. So, machines can get pretty pricey. Now, I did a couple of videos about machines, and I even had, Harmony, which is also a subscriber, do a video with me also. She owns a Melco and I own a Brother 6 needle machine. And, you know, we wanted to, you know, the whole focus of that video was we wanted to make sure that you guys got all the information that you needed, so that way you can make the right choice for you. Okay. There are so many choices out there, but the only thing that I can tell you is at the end of the day, you have to make sure that whatever you pick, you have to pick the machine that's going to satisfy all your needs, fit in your budget, and also be able to grow with you if you want to expand to other things. Carlito, can you get him, please? No. Come on, go to your brother. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, thank you. So, you know, the thing is, you want to make sure that you have, you know, you really look at the different type of brands and the different machines and the different capabilities that each of the machines have, and make sure that you pick the right machine that fits for you. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of people, you know, there's me, there's Harmony, there's so many other people out there that have their own particular machine, and we all love our machines, right? But the thing is, at the end of the day, you have to make the right decision for you, because you're the one that's going to be using it, you're the one that's going to be paying for it, and you're the one that's going to be creating the products that you want to create. So to me, the best way to make that decision is to do the research. And I've said that in the videos in the past, and I always say, after you do the research and after you decide, I see your back, honey. So after you decide, make sure that you're getting the best price for that machine that you want to get. Okay. Go online, look at the prices that are online, you know, reach out to people that own that machine, ask them how much they pay. You know, some people don't mind sharing how much they pay, you know. Go into shops, go into the sewing shops and find out how much they pay, you know, how much they're charging for those machines. Ask about promotions, ask about discounts. Do you give discounts? You know, I'm a military spouse, okay, retired military spouse. You know, do you give military discounts? Do you give teachers discounts? Do you give students discounts? Do you give AAA discounts? What discounts do you give? Okay, don't be afraid to ask. That's one thing that I notice all the time. I mean, my husband kind of laughs because it kind of like flies out of the mouth. Wherever we go, okay, whatever store or anything we're buying, that's the first thing I ask. I pull out my military ID and I go, do you have military discount? You know, especially like Veterans Day and all that kind of stuff. I pull that ID out, okay? Do you have a federal government employee discount? I'll pull that ID out. Do you have a student ID, student discount? Shh. Do you have a dog discount? Then I'll bring Mello to the store, right, Mello? You'll get me my discount? Okay, good boy. You're a good boy. So anyway, you know, don't be afraid to ask. What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no. They say no. Okay, then now you know. Okay, but then you never know. They could come out and say yes. Mello, stop. Mello, we just took you to training. This is not the time for you to do this. Stop. Okay, I think Carlito just left. All right, he just left me. Here you go. Here's the ball. Here, play with this. All right, so anyway, sorry about that. And so he's hyper today. He's really hyper because the thing is, it's been really really windy out here, so I haven't been able to walk him that much. So he's kind of like a little hyper, and then he got his bark box today because he gets bark box every month. So he's got new toys and everything. So he's all hyped up. So anyway, enough about Mello. Okay, let's go back to what we want to talk about today. Here you go. All right, so when you're going for the machines, make sure that you price them. Make sure you ask for promotions. When I bought my machine, they had a promotion. They had like the 0% financing for, I think it was like 30 or 60 months, something like that. But the thing is, look for those promotions. And if they don't have promotions, ask them, well, you don't have a promotion today. Do you think you're going to have, a lot of stores, they know when the promotions are coming and stuff like that. So just, you know, ask them, when is the promotion coming? And then you could buy it then, you know, because that's what I did when I went to go get my machine. The promotion was not active. And then the lady came on and said, well, if you wait next week, we could do the 0% financing. And I was like, shoot, I'll keep the $11,000 in the bank. and I'll do the 0% financing, because the $11,000 in the bank is going to earn me interest, and you're not charging me interest. So I'll just give you the money a little bit at the time. At the same time, while I'm using the machine, and if I'm making money, I could use the money that I make from the machine so the machine could pay for itself. So, this is something to think about, and stuff like that. So, the other thing also, I want to talk to you guys about threads, okay? Especially the folks that are really, really new to embroidery, okay? When you first start to get into the embroidery and you get the machine, that's not really the first thing. I should not have given that ball. Now it's going to squeak. That is not the only thing you're going to be buying. Trust me. You're going to be buying thread. You're going to be buying stabilized, a whole bunch of other stuff, okay? But when you first start out, one of the first things that I highly recommend is that you just buy a set. You can get a set, very inexpensive. It just, start with at least 63 colors, okay? They have the sim threads. They have the brother reed. I love those too. They seem to work very, very fine with me. They do have more expensive embroidery threads that you can buy later on if you need a particular color and stuff. But for me, those threads seem to be fine. Then you do have the metallic threads, which I just, I started, I did a video on that about 2 weeks ago. Like that thread. That thread is really nice because metallic thread, even though it's very wiry and you have to slow down the speed of the machine, it is very, very shiny. And I could see why people are very attracted to that thread. So, one of the things that I recommend is buy a set. And then when you run out of the color of a particular color, like let's say the white, the black, or the red or the blue, a color that you use a lot, right? Replace that color with a big comb, okay? You know why? Because these big combs last forever, okay? Now, don't do like I did, okay? I did buy a whole bunch of different sets, but the reason why I bought the different sets is because I do have the YouTube channel and I like to try out different products and stuff. Now, I spend my own money when I try these products, okay? And if I like them, I put the product in the affiliated Amazon shop that I have, okay? If I don't like it, it doesn't make it in my shop. So when you go to my Amazon storefront, everything that you see on there is stuff that I actually use in here, okay? If it's not there, it's because I'm not using it, all right? But the Madeira thread is one that I use. I do not get this from Amazon. You can get it from Amazon, but I ended up buying them from All Stitch, okay? Now, the only thing that I say about the threads is, like I said, start small, okay? Just buy a small little kit. And then as you start, embroidering more and more and more, and you run out, I highly recommend the large combs because I feel like these large combs save you more money, okay? The same thing with the pre-wound. I don't know if I ever say that right, pre-wound or pre-winded bobbins. I think those are really, really good. I am not very good at winding my own bobbins on the SC1900, but I just feel like those pre-wound ones, the ones that are already pre-winded and stuff, that you get a box, just buy one box. I mean, they come 144 in a box. I think that one box should last you about a year, okay? What I do is I bought, I actually bought 2 boxes in white, 2 boxes in black. So I think I might be pretty good for the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 years in bobbins. I may not even need any more bobbins after that. But, the thing is, I'm just saying, take it kind of slow because, you could end up with threads like I do. I mean, I got threads on this side of the wall. If you saw my video where I gave a little tour of the craft room, you see thread everywhere, okay? And then what's so funny is sometimes, then I had a customer and she wanted a laptop case and she wanted the Tiffany blue. Remember that? Yeah, Mellow. And then what happened was I had to order the Tiffany blue. So out of all the thread that I had, I didn't have Tiffany blue. Okay? You believe that? That's terrible, right? I know. That's terrible. So anyway, then I had to go and I had to buy the Tiffany blue. So, I'm just saying, the prices of threads can creep up on you. I sometimes can look through Amazon and I can see when certain thread sets are on sale. And when they are on sale, I'll post them on our Facebook group so that you guys can see if you need it and stuff like that. That way you can get it. Whenever I see those deals, I try to post them out there for you guys. But just, just know that, you want to make sure that you just kind of like keep a tab on your threads and stuff, because it can get kind of pricey and stuff like that. Stabilizers. Okay, stabilizers. I always buy my stabilizers really on Amazon. Now, this is the other thing too. I am not a brand name specific person. Okay, my whole thing is all about does the product work for me? Okay, I don't care where it came from or who made it and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to thread, when it comes to stabilizer, if it works and it works for what I needed to do, I'm good. Okay. However, though, I am not shy to try something else. So like when I go on Amazon and I'm searching for a sticky stabilizer, right? I already know what brands I've tried. But sometimes when you do a search, what happens is you can see that, you could end up seeing that they have different other types of sticky stabilizers out there. So don't be afraid to, to try other stuff, right? Because if you see something and, just, try it. I mean, why not? Because the thing is, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? If you see something that's a little cheaper, just buy one. Just buy one pack. Give it a shot. If you don't like it, then okay, that's not a good brand for me, or it doesn't work for me and what I'm trying to do. Or, what I'm saying? Something like that. So, it's just something for you guys to like just think about, okay? Don't be too brand name specific, even with the threads too. And let me tell you, I am very, very frugal. Okay, I am, when it comes to my money, I'm serious. I'm the type of person that I walk down the street. If I see a penny, I will pick it up. Okay, because if you want to walk by that penny, you go ahead. Because you know what? When I'm buying something, it always, it's $1.99 or whatever. There's always asking for those little pennies. Those little pennies kind of help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just one of those people. Okay, so I believe in getting the best value for my dollar in everything. Okay, so a lot of when it comes to the stabilizers, I really don't go to the stores. I really do get them on Amazon, for the simple fact that in Amazon I can type in sticky stabilizer, I can type something else in, and I get a whole bunch of different varieties to pick from. So I feel like, if I were to go into Joann's or some other store, I feel like they're going to be limited to the brand that particular location just sells. And with Amazon, I feel like I could get a more variety. Okay, so that's why when it comes to the stabilizer, I'm more specific with the Amazon. Okay, let's see, what else do I have over here? Oh yes, also the other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys. And Harmony, yes, good. I'm glad you're here. I need to say thank you to Harmony, okay? There was a table that I was looking at in Amazon, and I want you guys all to know, just because something's out there on Amazon or whatever, or even if I post it, if I say, hey guys, look at this, and I post this on Facebook, like in perfect example, the table. There's this table that you fold it and then you lift it up. Amazon had it for, I think it was like $2.50, something like that. So I thought that was a pretty good buy. Well, Harmony just jumped in and she said, look at this. And Michael's, $99. Okay. The thing is too, is that with Michael's, I could actually go into the website. It used to be called eBay. Now it's called like Rakuten or something like that. I can't say the name for the life of me. But if you were to go through there and you click on their link for Michael's, you get 1% cash back. Now, I could not use the coupon codes for the table at Michael's. However, though, I was able to go through the Rakuten link also and go to raise.com and buy discounted gift cards to Michael's and get the table cheaper than the $99. So, you know, Harmony, thank you. Thanks for watching out. Because you know what? I got my table and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So my big cutting table, I was able to get that and taken down, and I'm putting it in the basic because my husband loves to, you know, play with music and DJ and all that stuff. So I decided he could have that table. And now I like this one because it has wheels and I get to walk around the room with it. So, you know, just something that you guys keep in mind, you know, when you're looking to buy something, and it's not just anything for embroidery, anything in general, okay? Just make sure you Google and you search and everything, because chances are that sometimes you could end up getting it cheaper somewhere else. I didn't even think about Michael's for that until Harmony like posted it on there. And when she posted it, I was just like, and it looked better. It actually looked better because the one on Amazon had mesh baskets, and this one does, you know, it doesn't have the mesh. It's actually, to me, it just feels more stable and stuff. And it was 99 bucks. And these go down, and these are sturdy enough because I plan on keeping it up. I don't plan on folding it. And I have my hooping station on here and my cutting mat on the other side, and it works great. Mello, stop. Okay, so Melo's really gonna challenge me today. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with you? So, okay, so I covered machines, I covered some threads, I covered stabilizers, and you know, I told you guys, look at the stuff, you know, that you're buying, you know, look at it at Amazon, also look at it in other places. Also, things such as the, oh God, this is bad. All right. Okay, here you go. Go get it. All right, so anyway, yeah, he wants to play, so, okay. So, release, okay. Oof, I dropped it. Sorry, guys. He's just being, he's very hyper today. Okay. Other equipment, regarding hoops, scissors, needles, racks, cutting mats, my same thing with that. Shop around. Look at the prices in embroidery websites. Look at the prices from All Stitch, Amazon, Joann's and stuff. When you're looking at blanks, okay, you know, just make sure that you look at like wholesale. You have some websites that have wholesale and stuff, you know. Sit. Good boy. Down. Okay. Okay. So we still got to train more. It's like, God. Oh, Mellow. All right. So, all right. You're not letting me focus, are you? God, you're something. All right. Okay. So sorry, guys. This guy is really like a trip. He didn't bother me all day until 8 o'clock came. And now he's bothering me. All right. So let me go back to my sheet here. We're going to go back to the sheet. You want to help me? You going to help me? Okay. All right. So one thing I also wanted to talk to you guys about. All right. Most importantly, I was thinking about this today. Because, you know, Mother's Day is coming, and this is really the most busiest time for me on my Etsy shop, because, you know, I love doing the kitchen towels and stuff like that. And one of the things that somebody was asking me about was packaging. How do I package stuff when I send stuff out, and you know, and I sell them on Etsy? This is my take on the packaging. Okay. When you are selling your products when you're in business, right, and you're selling products, right, the thing is, at the end of the day, there's two things that to me are going to matter the most, okay? My bottom line of how much money is going to go into my pocket, and also the product itself, okay? Now, a lot of people come on, they put a lot of emphasis on the packaging of the item when they selling stuff on Etsy, okay? Now, I'm not saying that that's not important, because yes, that's representation of your item and your store. However, though, sometimes I feel people can go a little bit overboard when it comes to the packaging. And what happens is you end up forgetting that, you know, you have to really focus on the actual product and the quality of the product that you are providing to your customers. So for me, it's all about the kitchen towel, right? So when I create my kitchen towels, I'm really focused on, you know, the embroidery on the towel, making sure that the towel comes out really nice, that it's crisp, that it's nicely ironed, and, you know, that when the person actually looks at my product, they're actually going to love it, okay? So, you know, once I know that my product is solid, right? Like this is one of them, that one of my products is solid and everything. The packaging, what I do is I use these types of bags, shipping bags, okay? I like using these because, first of all, it's just a kitchen towel, all right? So if I was selling stuff like shirts or something that I know that I can just package really easily, I would use this, right? A little shipping bag. But of course, before I put it in the shipping bag, I do put it in my own little plastic bag, and I fold it nicely. And then what I also do is I put a business card in there. I put the packaging receipt in there. And then I just recently went and I got these little cards made out to talk about the YouTube channel, right? Because I figured, oh, in case they're interested in learning about embroidery or something like that, or interested in knowing who made my kitchen towel, they can check out my channel, right? So, you know, the whole thing with the packaging to me is making sure that, you know, you're packaging it nicely and that when it gets to the customer, it's in good shape, okay? Now, I also embroider baseball hats. So with baseball hats, what I do is I actually ship them in boxes. And the reason why I ship them in the boxes is because people are very particular about their hats. They don't want the hats to be like crumbled or squished or anything like that, right? So what ends up happening, use this dog. I love him though. I love him. So what, you know, what ends up happening, of course, though, is when it comes to shipping hats, because I am doing it in a box. Hey, can you take the dog? Go to daddy. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully you'll stay with him. Okay. So when it comes to the packaging, my whole thing is to make sure that the product gets there nicely, but it also gets there in very good condition, okay? So like hats, you want them in boxes and stuff so it doesn't get squished or anything like that. This, it really doesn't matter because it's just a towel. But the thing is also, when you're thinking about packaging your items, think about the cost of packaging your items, okay? If you go a little overboard, and let's say you buy these heavy boxes and stuff like that, you're adding weight to your postage, okay? That's heavy. So, of course, the postage is going to cost more. If the postage costs more, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to have to up your price to cover the extra cost in your postage, or what's going to happen is it's going to cut into your profit. So, to me, it's like you just really have to think about you know, how what you're going to offer and how you're going to package it and how you're going to send it out. Okay, so it's just something. I mean, and they have some really cute, you know, if you're doing shirts or if you're doing something like towels, like I'm doing, or dinner napkins, something where it doesn't have to be protected. It's, you know, well, it's protected because I do have it in the plastic. And then I do get these things, and they got some really cute ones. They got different ones. They got different sizes, different styles. This one's really cute too. And these say thank you in the back, and these are really cute. I mean, and the thing is too, is depending on the order, that's what I pick to ship it out. If it's a gift, then what I'll do is I'll pick something like this or this to ship out my product. If it's not a gift and it's just a customer that just ordered it, right, and they don't mention it that it's a gift, then what I'll do is I'll package it in this and I'll send it out with a thank you. So, you know, something really to consider it, because to me, it's like you really, this is another thing. Think about this, okay? And I know I'm going all over the place, but I think you guys have watched me enough that you guys know how I am. The thing is, when you get something online, right, and you buy it, and then you comes in, right, and you first open it up and stuff, do you really think the customer is going to be so focused on that packaging as they are in the actual product? I don't think so. Because me, like when I order stuff from Macy's and all that kind of stuff, and even when you order them from Amazon, okay, what do? They don't come in these pretty packages with all this tissue paper and all that kind of stuff and everything. No, they just come in a plain box, and they just come to make sure that it's secure so you don't get it damaged, right? Because what's important is the actual product. And I'm gonna be honest, my reviews, I prefer my reviews to be about my product, okay? I'm not saying you could just slap, you know, you should just slap it together and ship it off like that, you know what I'm saying, and not care. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is sometimes people can go a little too overboard on it. And then what ends up happening is you spend so much money on these boxes and all these fancy baggies and all that kind of stuff. And you could have got something that was pretty inexpensive like this. It's cute. It does its job. And you know, I mean, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. And you know, it's a good presentation. And the thing is, you really want them to look at the product, because if you think about the packaging, they open up the box, they take the tissue paper and all that stuff, they're just going to throw it in the garbage, right? But what they're going to keep, okay, is the product that you provide them. So to me, it's like if you got to spend money and emphasize on anything, I would do it on the actual product, because that is what you want them to really, really give you a good review on, okay? You know, I mean, and I really like it when I see reviews like, you know, got some reviews in my shop lately, and one of them was like gorgeous, amazing quality, you know, and they talk about the quality and how much they like the towel, you know, and stuff like that. So to me, that's important, because when people are looking at my items and my shops, you know, in my shop, and they're looking at the items and they read the reviews, they're going to know that, oh, okay, she's got all these towels and stuff, but I'm not going to get a cheap thin towel. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? They have more confidence in buying from you. And to be honest, it's not really focused on the packaging too much, okay? But like I said, you know, I'm not saying that the packaging is not important, but what I am saying is you have to have that balance. And to me, it's like, if there's any type of real emphasis that you have to put on, it's really your product. The packaging is just something that you want to put together, and you just want to make sure that it does two things, that it presents nicely to your customer, but that it also provides them the product in a nice, safe way where the item is not damaged in any way. So, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all about the product and what you are providing them. So where do I get my packaging supplies? I do get them from Amazon, because I feel they have had the best prices. And I get all types of these. You know, because I also do laptop bags. So I have to buy these bigger. So I do get them. So, you know, I do get them from Amazon. If you go to my the Amazon storefront that I have them all linked, okay? And you'll see the bags that I buy. They're very, very inexpensive. They're not an arm and a leg or anything. These are very good quality. They have the sticker and everything. And, you know, and that's usually my routine is I take my item, I put it in a bag, and then in here, what I'll do is I'll put the packaging slip, I put my little postcard in there, which I'm going to start doing now, you know, because I just got these off of Visa Print, you know, a little postcard, and then I'll put my business card in there. And on the packaging slip, I always handwrite a little note, and I just say hi to the customer, and I say thank you so much, you know, for supporting my small business, and I put my name, and I put shop owner on it because I like that little personal touch. You know, I like, you know, saying, you know, leaving a little note and stuff like that. You know, after a while, you get tired of writing, but it's worth it, you know. So it's just something that I really wanted to put out there. You know, and you just, you know, and that's the other thing too, is when you're packaging, think about the cost, because like I said, it's, if you overdo it, you know, it can end up eating in your profits. Okay. And it's the same thing too, like when you're buying equipment, embroidery equipment. Okay. Um, there is just so many different gadgets out there. There's so many different things that you can get. Think about what, you know, okay, you got this machine. Okay. So, you know, my channel is a lot about BSC 1900 because I love that machine. That was my very first embroidery machine. And the reason why I started this channel is there was not a lot of videos out there on this machine. So I felt like this machine was being overlooked, I guess, in a way. But I really wanted people to understand what the capabilities that this machine had. This machine is a really, really good starter machine. And it doesn't even have to be a starter machine. I mean, hell, I still use it. Okay. I use that for my dinner napkins, and I still use that for when I do onesies or stuff like that. I mean, it's a really neat machine. I mean, I love the way it sews, and I love the way it embroiders. And a lot of times people have this misperception that you have a little machine and you can't really do much with it. No, that's not really true. You can do a lot with it. I have a video where you can use a repositional hoop, and you can use the 5x12 hoop on that machine. So my whole thing, you know, when I started this channel was I wanted people to really understand the machine, really learn the machine, and learn all the capabilities that that machine had. So that way you guys can really maximize everything that you want to do with that machine. Now, I am planning on doing more videos, and I'm going to include my multi-needle machine because to me, the one that I have, which is like the 6-needle machine, is usually sometimes, if you're like me, I kind of like the small steps and stuff. I started with a little sewing machine. Then from the sewing machine, I went to the SC 1900. Then from the SC 1900, now I got my 6-needle machine. I want, you know, there's not a lot of videos out there, I noticed, on the Brother 670E, the 6-needle machine. Okay, so there was a lot of things that I had to actually learn on my own. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. But the thing is, it would have been easier if there was something out there, because I'm a hands-on learner, right? I'm a visual person. So it would have been easier if I had a video out there to show me how to properly thread the machine, how to really use the hat hoop on this machine and everything. The hat hoop, I really struggled. And there was things that I accidentally learned about the machine as time goes on. So, you know, it's just something that I do want. I want to also put on the channel, so that way if people want to then get a 6-needle machine, or they get that brand and they have some kind of trouble, or they want to learn about it, then they could tune into this channel also and learn about that machine as well and stuff. So let me see. So anyway, I kind of like went off track over here because we're talking money, right? Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me share with you guys some of the things that I do to kind of minimize the cost of things that I buy. Okay, a lot of time, some of the things I've already mentioned. I use the Ebates website a lot. Okay, the reason why I use that is because sometimes through that I can go on raise.com and I can buy discounted gift cards. Now, discounted gift cards, for those of you that don't know, it's a gift card that you buy at a lower price of the value of the card. Okay, so for instance, let's say that I want to buy a Cricut machine from Michaels, and I have a video on this. And the Cricut machine at Michaels is $299. But I don't want to pay $299. I want to pay something cheaper. Well, I would go and I would buy a gift card from raise.com for Michaels, and I look at the list of gift cards that they have available, and sometimes they'll have, okay, here's a $30 gift card, and all you have to do is pay $25. So to me, it's like, oh, I'll give you $25, and you're giving me $30 a gift card. That's a free $5. Okay. So a lot of times I go and I buy gift cards for Joann's. Okay. You can get gift cards from Joann's, and then I'll go to Joann's and I'll buy my fabric. And then also when I go to Joann's, you got to remember too, some of these stores, okay, like I said, my husband's retired military, so I have my DOD, my Department of Defense ID and everything. I'll go into Joann's. You get a discount if you're a teacher or military. Same thing with Michael's, teacher, military discount. I think students may get discounts too. So if you have grandkids or kids that are going to school, whatever, you drag them in the store with you with their student ID, so that way you can get that discount. Also use their coupons, sign up for their coupons. Go to retailmenot.com. Yeah, it's retailmenot.com. Coupon codes. Look for coupon codes. Look for sales. If you know what you want to buy, like let's say you want a pair of ginger or I don't know if I said it right, but I think you guys know what I mean. Embroidery scissors. Okay, let's say there's some embroidery scissors that you want to buy. You look it up on Amazon, see how much it costs. Then go to Google and just Google what you want, and then see how much it costs there. Sometimes you can get it cheaper. That's a perfect example of that is my serger. I bought a Brother 1034 DX serger, okay? And I think it was Lucy on our website, our Facebook group, that she said she was looking for a serger too. And I saw somebody else was doing the same thing on Facebook as well. One of the things that I told them to do was, I went on Amazon and I looked at the serger, right? Well, first I went on YouTube and I looked at all the reviews of the sergers to see which was the serger that was right for me. I picked the 1034DX really because it had an LED light. And, I kind of, I don't know, I just felt like that one was better, and it was the latest model. So I figured, okay, I'll do that one. So then what I found out was Amazon had that serger at the time I was looking, it was like $250, $260, something like that. So then I went and Googled the serger, and guess what? The same exact serger was $199 on Walmart, on Walmart.com. Okay. And Walmart offered free shipping, which was the same thing that I was going to get from Amazon, except that Amazon wanted an extra $60 for the same serger, right? So what I did was I bought it off at Walmart, and it came the very next day. And I was like really shocked. And it's perfect serger. It's the same serger, okay? It's the same, and it's really the same concept of when, Harmony put the link on for the table that I got from Michael's. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just, when you know what you want to buy, and it's not just with the embroidery items, because believe me, you're going to be buying scissors, you're going to be buying thread, you're going to be buying stabilizer, you're gonna see a bunch of gadgets. I mean, if you look in my craft room, you already see, like right behind me, this is called a hooping station, okay? And this, the hooping station, these are kind of that right there is like $500. I got that from Hoopmaster, but I did that because sometimes I do company shirts, and I actually, what ended up happening was the sale that I had for the shirts, the money I made off of that paid for my hooping station. So, it was kind of like a barter kind of thing. So, it's just something that I just wanted to throw you guys, stuff that I wanted you guys to think about and everything, because, this can get really, really expensive, okay, as time goes on, because you're buying fabrics and then you're buying threads. It's the things that you buy are endless, okay? Because I know that even like sometimes we talk about, and then the hoops. Think about the hoops, okay? We got repositional hoops, we got magnetic hoops, which everybody loves the magnetic hoops, and I know why, because I love mine. There's just so many different gadgets. Then you got the different feet for the sewing machines and all that stuff. So it's just stuff for you guys to think about and stuff. Oh yeah, I just saw somebody put senior discounts. Don't forget the senior discounts. You know, I'm telling you, it's just don't, you know, be, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's don't be afraid to shop around. And that's with anything. You know, don't be afraid to shop around and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through. I know I talked a lot and stuff, and I'm really sorry about Mello, guys. You know, he's just really kind of antsy today because we haven't really been doing much today and stuff. I should have walked him, but then it started raining, and it was like it sucks and stuff. So I am going to go down the chat room to see if there are any questions and stuff like that, so I can help you guys out. Hey, Shanae, Norma, how you doing? Christian, any lives for you this weekend? Yeah, Shay, you have to post when you're gonna do your lives, because I would love to. I always catch you at the end of your lives, you and Nikki. You know, it's like let's see. Hey, Sherry, got Canada in the house. Hey, Lacey. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, Lucky Lucy. Hey, Brilliance. Hey, Mary Susan. Hey, Carol. Hey, Jade. Let's see. If you guys got questions, ask. And you know, the channel has really grown, guys. I mean, I'm at like 3,500 subscribers, and I never really thought it would get that big and stuff. So I'm kind of like, wow, this is like really cool and stuff. And if you guys have something that you want me to cover at a live, please let me know. You know, and I can do the research and stuff. Yep, Dollar Tree, 2011. Miss Max, she posted that the Dollar Tree, yes. And the Dollar Tree is another great source to get things for you to embroider on and stuff. Hey, Robin. Hey, MJ Wells. Hey, Harmony. Hey, Tracy. And Harmony, thank you so much for that tip on the table. I love my table. I really do. Let me see. I have my receipt. Let's see. Hey, Gwen. Barb. Okay. When buying a machine discounts, what additional free supplies come with the machine? Ask if they have free shipping, training, and free software comes with the machine. Barb, thank you. Yes. I remember when I got my multi-needle machine, one of the things that the lady did was she threw in threads. Okay. She threw in like 20 threads of the Florenza brand, which is a very good brand. Let me tell you, I really do like that brand. But I really love the Sim threads and the Brother Reed. I really do. And I like the Madeira too. And you know what? Yeah, I like the Florenza, and I do like the name. Okay, all right. So I kind of like them all. All right. So, you know, because I have been buying threads from different, and the metallic. I started the metallic, and the king thread is really good and stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you go over to my Amazon store, you'll see that I have all the threads that I have been buying. You know, and I only put in the ones that I really like. And I have to be honest, there is not much that I don't seem to like. However, there is a caveat. Let me tell you one thing that I noticed, okay? One of the things that I find difficult is when you start to run out of a certain color, okay? There are there's something called color conversion charts. And if you Google that, you would be able to see what that is. I mean, what it is, let's say you have a Madeira thread, okay? Now, each different types of company has have a certain number assigned to a color in their stash, right? So let's say Madeira, this one is color 1859, okay? In Brother Reed, this brown, the number is 58. So what you do in a conversion chart is like, you know, I would say, okay, I'm running low out of my brother 58, right? So I would say, okay, if I was to buy a Madeira, what is the matching color? Okay. And then that will tell me the number in their line, what I should buy to match the thread. Now, sometimes that works, but there have been times that I have run into issues where the conversion chart says that this red and this red is the same, and then when I actually get it, they're off. The color's off. Okay. So what I usually do is I try to, you know, just you try to match them the best you can. And then if you're running low on a particular color and you're in the middle of a project, my recommendation is you start with a fresh spool. The last thing you want is for you to be in the middle of a design and you run out of that thread color, and then you have to continue that specific area that requires that color, and then you put in another spool and the color doesn't blend right. Because then right there it's kind of like, you just messed it up. You know what I'm saying? So I always, whenever I am embroidering, and it's asking for the step, you kind of have an idea of how many stitches are in there. And you can look at your spool and you can see if you have enough or not. And if I don't have enough, then I will just go through my little stash and I'll say, okay, what is the color that comes closest to this? And then that's what I'm going to use. Okay. So that's just something that I do that seems to work for me and stuff. Let's see. I buy the half and half. What's a half and half, Donna? I never heard of a half and half. Hey, Ozzy, pre-wound bobbins are lifesavers. Yes, I love them. I love the pre-wound bobbins. You know, before I had the pre-wound bobbins, okay, I used to try to wind them myself, and I always got them knotted around the machine and everything because I wasn't holding it right or I just wasn't careful enough. So it just really became a pain. It really, really did. So I was just not a fan of that at all and stuff. So the pre-wound bobbins really work. The magnetic, I see Barb mentioned the magnetic ones. I use magnetic pre-wound bobbins for my multi-needle machine because the multi-needle machine uses an L style. Now an L style bobbin, so that you guys can see, okay, is very different from the bobbins that you use on the single needle machine. These are bobbins that do not have the plastic around them. And if you notice right here, one side is this right here, that's the magnet, okay? And then if you go on the other side, it's green. So the magnet is what goes inside the bobbin case. And these work great. I love these. Now, I have like 5 other boxes of L-style bobbins that I got from All Stitch. But one of the things that I read is you can use these bobbins on the single needle machine too. So they're not going to go to waste. So I will definitely be using them for my SE 1900 as well. So I was pretty happy to read that I could do that. So I was like, that's awesome and stuff. But I love the pre-wound bobbins. I mean, I think they are they're not expensive. You get like 144 in a box, and I think I pay like $24.99 for it. So to me, it's really worth it. I feel like they last longer. Hey Nia, I still have a question happening and the thread is bunching up under the feed dogs. Please help. Okay. Usually if you have threads that are bunching up, and that's called nesting. If I am reading your concern correctly, if it's nesting, a lot of times it's either your bobbin's incorrectly, okay, So really look at how you're threading your machine. I would just take all the thread out, and even change your needle, okay? Because sometimes you could have a bad needle. You could have a bent needle or something like that. Start fresh. You have to start fresh. So that's what I would do, okay? And hopefully that helps a little bit. If not, please reach out on our Facebook group, and then we will try to all troubleshoot it together and stuff. But nesting is a big thing for a lot of people. I made a mistake in buying pre-cut stabilizers. Should focus on buyer rolls. Yes, Lisa. And don't worry about. I mean, I buy the pre-cut too. It saves time. Okay, it does save time. All right. These are. I buy the tearaway, and these are the pre-cut. Okay. I have them in rolls also. Usually in rolls, what I do is the cutaway. The cutaway I buy in rolls. The tearaway, I buy them pre-cut. Okay, these are the 8x10. You know, and they're just a lot easier because I take those and I just slap it on my hoop master. Okay, because that's where I hoop my towels. Okay, that's one thing too. Hoop master is not just for t-shirts. Okay, you can hoop a lot of stuff on that. So, you know, but yes, the rolls are cheaper, okay? And usually too, what I end up doing is I do buy, I'm a bulk buyer when it comes to stabilizers, when it comes to threads, especially needles, okay? I'm a bulk, I like to buy them in bulk because those are things that to me, you do not want to run out when you're in the middle of something. Like right now, Mother's Day is next weekend. You know, the shop is pretty busy. I've had over close to 50 sales this month. And, you know, it's been kind of like nonstop. So, you know, the last thing I want is in the middle of a busy period for me to run out of stabilizer or run out of thread or my needles break and I don't have replacements. Because you don't have time. You got to get these orders out. Even though on my website, I do put down that I need at least 1 to 3 days to process my orders. I'm one of those that as soon as I get an order, I process it right away. And I like to have it in the mail the very next day. And that is another thing that I like about my reviews is, you know, when I read my reviews, a lot of them comment on my fast shipping. Because my whole thing is, you know, I'm not a procrastinator. When something's got to get done, it's got to get done. Okay. and that can get on a lot of people's nerves too, you know, especially like my husband and my son, because it's like, the son's got to get done. We got to do it now, you know, but with them, they're like, yeah, we can do it tomorrow. And I'm like, no, we got to do it now. So, you know, it could be a bad, good thing. So, but yes, buying the rolls is less expensive. Let me see. You're welcome, boo, because it folds down rolls. It has good story. Yeah, yes, Harmony. I love this table. I think I'm gonna be honest. For $99, I mean, look at it. Both of these go down. Okay, it's just that I have them up. I have my cutting board here, and I got my hoop master. And this is a really I put stabilizers in here. So. And I love this table. It rolls so easy. So it's like sometimes when I'm on the big machine, I could roll this thing over there. And I mean, I just love it. I love it. I mean, Harmony, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you put, because I would have paid the $250, you know, and think about all that money that I saved. That's stabilizer and thread that I could be buying, you know. And stuff. Is sticky stabilizer going to stay on permanently behind the embroidery design? Hi, Glory, and no, it does not. Okay, with sticky stabilizer, it's kind of like very similar to tearaway. Okay, you do you tear it off the item. Okay, to get it off, what you can do is get a spray bottle of water and then just spray it in the back. Okay, and it'll come off. The sticky stapler does come off on during the wash and all that kind of stuff. So you use a spray bottle and you can take it out. The whole thing with the sticky stabilizer, and the reason why I like it a lot, especially when you're embroidering on garments, is when you look at things like a shirt, like look at this shirt, right? Shirts stretch, right? The fibers stretch and all that kind of stuff. And what I like about the sticky stabilizer is when you lay it on there, it actually kind of like holds the fabric a little more steady. Okay. Now, and it makes it easier to embroider, because remember, when you are embroidering, right, that needle is threading on the fibers and your fabric can be shifting. So when you shift, that's when you end up with something called puckering. Okay. And that's when, after you're finished and it kind of looks like it's all crunched up in certain areas of the design. So the sticky stabilizer kind of helps. Okay. Now, the thing is too is sticky stabilizer is not the only solution sometimes with the puckering and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, there's a guide and some that I always recommend, and I keep saying fabrics. If you Google this, Fabrics 101 Stabilizer and Design Guide, okay? This is a very good guide because it has it all listed. Your fabric, your stabilizer, the type of design that you're using, and what needle you should be using, okay? Now, there are going to be times when you are using the sticky stabilizer and maybe the fabric is so soft or something like that, that you may have to put in extra stabilizer, okay? I've seen people embroider and they use 2 sheets of tearaway, 2 sheets of cutaway and stuff like that, because sometimes it's just the fabric. The fabric is thin, fabric is pretty flimsy. There is also a product that you could spray it on. I think it's called, I don't know where I have it now. Oh, here it is. You can use this, Eternal Magic, okay? This is this is really good also. The way you use this is you spray this on the fabric, okay? It's kind of like you kind of soak it. You got to spray it a lot. Let the fabric dry. And then what happens is the fabric kind of turns like paper. And that way it's like super stiff. So that when you are embroidering, it's not, the fibers of the fabric is not moving all over the place. And you don't have that puckering and stuff like that. So that's another product that a lot of people use this. So I hope that answers some of your questions and stuff. Can you share the link of the table? Oh, Joanna Brown, michaels.com. And if you're a teacher, and you know what, I think you're a nurse. So you know what, go Michaels and ask them, hey, shoot, we got the coronavirus going around. You guys don't love us healthcare providers. We should get a discount. Working hard, keep you guys healthy and alive, So ask, But Joanna, that's Michaels. Michaels is cheaper, is $99. Don't go to Amazon, because Amazon, they want to like $250, $260, something like that. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. If someone wants to answer my questions, please do. Yeah, guys, if you guys have opinions, put them on the comments and stuff. No, the sticky is like tearaway. Yes, it is. It's tearaway. And if you put water on it, just spray water on it and it'll come right off. Let's see. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Lisa. Where does everyone order their packaging from? Okay, Lisa. I get my packaging from the Amazon. If you go to my Amazon storefront, you'll see the links for all of this stuff. And, they have so many different styles. They really do. Different styles, different sizes, and they have different amounts. It depends on how many. Very inexpensive. Really, really, truly inexpensive. I really think that's the way to go and stuff. You can get free shipping boxes from UPS, free box. Yep, you can do that. But, yep, my packaging kind of sucks, but my product ID is good. No one ever says anything. See, and that's exactly, what Harmony is saying is exactly like what I'm saying. It's not, to me, you could package your product up and make it look beautiful. But if You know, I mean, the packaging could be gorgeous, but if the product sucks, and if you really think about it, what are they buying? They're buying the product. They're not buying the packaging. So that's why, to me, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to look nice, but you don't want to go poor because you know, you just, to me, what's important is the product. Okay, is your embroidery product. Okay, I mean, you want the customers that when they open it, that they're kind of like, oh, this is nice, this, you know, like, wow, you know what I mean, and stuff. I mean, you don't want it to, you know, of course you don't want to, like, you know, just send it like, you know, funky or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to go overboard. What you should be going overboard is your end product. That's what I say. But that's just me. Uline has gotten crazy expensive for shipping boxes. Yeah, and see, and this is the thing, Barb, that I say, shipping boxes cost money. Okay, even, you know, and even if you were to go and you get those free boxes from UPS, okay, how much is it going to cost you to ship? I mean, believe me, they're not giving away free boxes and losing money. You know what I'm saying? They're making money somewhere. Okay, so, you know, to me, it's like, I know that when I ship an item using this is like super lightweight. Okay, so I mean, and then I put my item in there, and what if, you know, a kitchen towel is like 6 ounces, so sometimes the most I ever pay is maybe $3 to ship it, or $4, which is why I'm like, okay, I can offer the free shipping, right? And I still make a profit. But the thing is, if I was to put these suckers in boxes, you know, I mean, I would be like, okay, you know, now my shipping costs more because the box weighs, okay, and it's just not. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, each his own. Each his own. If you love the boxes, do your boxes. You know, you know, each his own and stuff. Thank you so much for taking. Oh, hey, Monica. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see. Just for, oh, congratulations, Paula. She just got her SC 1900. It's gonna be here Tuesday. Get ready to be addicted, girl. Save those coupons. Congratulations, Paula. I mean, Pamela. That's awesome. Can you use fast frames on a Melco? I believe you can. I hope, Harmony, I hope you saw that question and stuff. I know I use the fast frames for my machine and stuff, and you know, I love it. I love the fast frames. And for you guys that don't know what fast frames are, these are fast frames. Okay, and they're really cool. You know, they're really, really cool. They you know, you use them, I use these a lot with sticky stabilizer. I just put the sticky stabilizer in the bottom, and I put the product on top, and then I start embroidering and stuff. So these are pretty cool. But I'm sure Melco has something like that and stuff. So oh my God, just study. Finally decided the 1900. Pamela, you're not gonna regret it. You're gonna love it. It's a great machine. It really, truly is. Oh, hey, Gloria Ann. Opened up and set up mine for the first time today. It's a whole new world. Jeanette, you become my guide into this world. Learn so much from her videos in day one. Oh, you're welcome. I am so happy. Enjoy that machine. Enjoy that machine. It's a lot of fun. There's so many things you can do with it. Embroidery is expensive, but it's so much fun. Lisa, hey, Miss Miles, how you doing? She's been using the Cricut. That's why we haven't seen you. Everyone's into the Cricut now. Hey, Yolanda, same table. I'm telling you, it's a great table. It really is. That table was a great find. It really is. And it's the best way. How is the best way to let you know? I would definitely love to see some videos on some things. You explained it so well. Glorianne, if there are questions or if you need videos, and it's not just you, I mean, everybody. I mean, if you see something that you're having trouble with and you need me to make a video on it, just let me know. Because that's, you know, believe me, you're probably not the only person that has that question or just doesn't understand. You know, sometimes it really is just easier when someone can, while they're doing it, explain it and stuff, because I know I love to learn that way. And that's really one of the reasons why I started doing these videos, is because, you know, it's like I saw a lot of them for the for the PE 800 and all the other models, but I didn't really see anything really focused on this particular model. And I thought this model offered so much and has so many capabilities. And, you know, I'm gonna be honest, you guys have even pushed me to even learn more about the machine, okay, and explore some of the other features that I haven't even touched yet. So, you know, I mean, it's a great machine and stuff. So if you guys have ideas about videos or stuff, things that you want me to teach you or explore, or even talk about during happy hour, you know, different topics and stuff like that, just let me know. And I'll do the research and everything. And I'll share with you guys what, you know, how I feel and what I found out. Okay. So, love your channel. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I got the, colored, pre-want bobbins this week. You know, I have not bought those. Hey, Lisa. Lisa got the pre-want bobbins with the different colors. I just have the black and the white ones. I have not bought the different color ones and stuff. When buying through your list, if someone puts it in their wish list, your link will expire at a certain time. And you will not. Yes, MJ Wiles. Yes. MJ, usually it's for 24 hours. That's what it is. Because I hate for you to lose that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it has to be something like if you click on the link and stuff within 24 hours from clicking up the link, then it's like it'll, you know, just expire. You have to click on it again after 24 hours. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know you could use magnetic bobbins on our machines. Yes, Cindy, I read that. And in order for you to use them, I believe you have to use the little thing. As a matter of fact, Cindy, that's the video that I'm going to work on this weekend. I'm going to play, because I have not used the magnetic bobbin on my machine on the SC1900 yet. The magnetic bobbins, I usually use them on my multi-needle machine. But I do have some other bobbins that are the L size, and I read that you could use them on the SC1900. So what I'll do is I'll play around with the bobbins this weekend, and I'll do a video so that way we can see what happens. Okay, that should be a fun video to see and learn and stuff. So I'll do that. Went to the brother local dealer to buy a spool of thread. Mentioned to the lady that my thread keeps breaking. She said use one wax. Yes, Ozzy, yes. Okay. I should do a video on that. Okay. When Ozzy went to the sewing shop, one of the things that the lady said is it's really like cleaning your machine, right? Your machine has tension discs, okay? I did a video on cleaning the machine, but when I did the video, what I did was I focused on the area where it had the needle and the needle plate and the bobbin, and you're cleaning all that out, right? But think about it. When you're threading your sewing machine, right, and your embroidery machine, right, you're going through all these different steps, right, before you get to the needle. Well, what the lady is saying is take a piece of unwaxed, and it has to be unwaxed. You don't want dental floss that has wax, because remember, wax dental floss has some kind of residue. You don't want to get that on the machine. So if you buy dental unwaxed dental floss, take that. What you do is tie a knot, okay? And usually what you do is you take a piece of floss, tie a knot, go to another section, tie another knot, go another section, tie another knot, right? So you have 3 knots, right? Take that dental floss and go through it with the machine, just like if you were threading the machine. And what's going to happen is those little knots are going to catch any type of dust or, you know, lint or residue or whatever it is that you have within the machine. And it helps to clean it out. So that's what that lady was telling you, Ozzy, when she was saying use the unwaxed dental floss as and use it as threading the machine. That was very good advice that she gave you, because that is something that I do, and I should have did a video on that. I should have added that when I was doing the cleaning of that of the machine. I just didn't think about doing that because it's not something that I do often. It's something that I do to my machine like every like 2 months. You know, I'll just take a piece of dental floss and I just, you know, tie 3 knots and then I just thread it over. You know, that's all. And you just go through it like 3 times and it should be fine and stuff. But that is another way that people do clean their machines and stuff. Thanks for bringing that up, Ozzy. I appreciate that. I totally forgot about that. Do you have a video? Do you have an applique video? I like to learn more. Yes, Lucy, Lucky Lucy, there is, if you look on the channel, there's a video that I did called Applique 101. And what I do in that video is I talk about the whole applique process. I teach you, I show you, first I bring up an applique design on Embrilliance, and I explain the different steps of an applique. So that way you have an understanding of how, you know, what the machine is doing when it's actually stitching it out. So yeah, I do have one, but look at it. It's called I think I titled it Appliques 101, and that would help you a lot. I don't have, they do sell them. Okay. Yep. Harmony. Yeah, they do have fast frames for the Velcro. More videos on appliques. Okay, I can do that. I believe when I did the video on the applique, I did it where it was just a simple design, right? Now there are other designs that I have done, like I've done the mermaid and stuff like that, and that required more. And as a matter of fact, I'll probably do this one. If you guys don't remember, I did this shirt. Let me take it out of the bag. I did this shirt for my aunt. And guess what? Okay, I got to redo it. I got her age right in here, so that way you guys can see it. This is the shirt that I did for my aunt. This is the finished product. Oops, sorry. She's turning 85, okay? So the thing is, they don't call her abuela, they call her huela, okay? So because they call her huela, I thought it was W-E-L-A. Well, apparently huela means stinks, you know, stink, you know. So when I showed it to her, I was like, hey, Titi, look, I made you your birthday shirt. And then she said, oh, you said I stink. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then she goes, huela is with 2 L's, not 1 L. So I'm kind of like, really? And I don't know, but I think he spelled it with 1 L, but she says he spelled it with 2. So she was telling me, send it to me and I'll just take a picture, you know, holding my nose or something like that. I was like, no. So I'm going to redo the shirt. So this is, what I'll do is I'll film me making this shirt for her because it's easy. I'm just going to redo the same design and I'm just going to do it with 2 L's and I'll send her both shirts because, you know, I mean, I really think it's 1 L, but she says it's 2. But the thing is, you know, she's 85 years old. And you can't, you know, you're not supposed to fight with your elders. You know, you're supposed to say out of respect, you know. So I'm like, okay. So ooh, sorry guys. I don't know if I got lost and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, it's 9:19 too. Oh my God, it's kind of late. Okay, let me see what else we got over here and stuff. I am so sorry guys, because I must have touched the button and stuff. Link for the fabric show earlier. Okay, is there a way to remove jump stitches in embroiderings? Yes, Lisa, I do have a video on how to remove the jump stitches in embroiderings. There's a video on that. Is there a box for removing the jump stitches? I saw that today. Okay. What happened? Sorry, Sonia, I'm back. I got it, and the thread snaps constantly. How can I fix it? Okay, when you're saying, okay, if you're saying that the thread is breaking a lot, check your needle. Check the needle. It could be the needle. It's spelled huela. Sticky is huelo. Okay, see? All right, Ozzy said I spelled it right. Okay, but you know what? I'll make her a shirt with the double L's, because like I said, you don't fight with people. Okay? you don't fight with people. Can you guys see me? Oh, let me see. Do you see me? Oh, because I see that at Ethan. Yes, okay, thank you, Miss Mouse. Because I touched something and then I accidentally, I'm using StreamYard now, that's why. But see, okay, so Ozzy, thank you. I know I did that right, but I'm gonna do one for double L, and at the same time I could I'll send it to her. You know, I mean, she, you know, 85, you can't fight with people, you know. you gotta, you know, because I mean, shoot, you know, she'll take her sandal and hit me with it, you know. You know how it is. They, you know, they're old, but they're still fast, you know, and stuff. So, okay, guys, I think I got everybody's, what scissors do you recommend for applicating? I use, okay, I like the curved scissors, Lucky Lucy, and I also have the scissor that has the duck. It has like the little duck thing. Those are great for applique also. What I really like about those scissors, the one with the duck thing, where is it? I'll show you right now. These scissors are really, really good for the appliques. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I use the curved scissors and I use this. The reason why I love these is because this cuts that excess fabric really close to the stitch. Because the thing is, you want to cut close to the stitch, but you don't want to cut the stitch. But this does that. I mean, it really works nicely. I really like these. These are ginger too. I got these off of Amazon and stuff. These, let me tell you, this is a very good brand. The ginger brand. I know I'm saying it wrong, but this is a really good brand. These things will outlast you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oof. But yeah, these are really my favorite for the appliques and stuff. Let's see. Is there a range for the tension for t-shirts? I cannot get my tension right. You know, with the t-shirts, I don't change my tension at all. Sherry, what I would do is I would test the tension on your machine. Okay. You know, what I usually do is I'll use tearaway stabilizer. And I just hoop the tearaway stabilizer and put a you know, use a temporary spray adhesive, put a piece of fabric on top of it, and test your tension out. Okay, just test it. That's always a good idea to every once in a while make sure that it's aligned correctly. I even have a video on how you can fix your tension if you have issues with it on the SC1900. It's very simple to do. It's not hard at all. Usually the rule of thumb that everyone says is don't touch the tension. Yes, you know, you're really not supposed to, but the thing is sometimes you do have to touch the tension, okay? Because sometimes the tension goes off. And to be honest, if you're going to go to the sewing shop and you're going to have them to adjust the tension every time it goes off, man, you're going to be spending a lot of money. So you have to learn how to maintain your own machines. You know, I mean, you have to, you know, You got to do it. So to me, I mean, I don't have a problem trying stuff and doing it. So, you know, I was able to do it, and I did a video on it to show you guys how I did it and stuff like that. So I do have a video on that. I use cutaway stabilizer for t-shirts. Ooh, Ozzy. Okay. I know some people do. Oh yeah, cutaway. You know what I was thinking that you put there, Ozzy? Tearaway. Yes. Cutaway is what I always do. And I'm going to tell you, I know some people that use tearaway for their t-shirts. This is the thing, though, that goes through my mind about the tearaway with the t-shirts. Tearaway dissolves in the wash. And when it dissolves in the wash, what's going to happen is all that thread, especially the design, if it's very, very dense, once you throw it in the washing machine, when you pull it out and you take it out of the dryer, it's going to be all crumbled up. And I've read a lot of people. That's why I usually don't like doing embroidering shirts and stuff. I don't mind doing it for family. This is family anyway. And this is mesh. I put no-show mesh on her shirt and stuff. But I'll do this for the family. And I like doing it for the adults. I don't know. I'm not into the big thing for the kids. I'm not into kids clothing. I don't have grandkids, and I don't have small kids either. You know, that's probably why. My kid is 21 years old. Well, he's going to turn 21, and he'll be off to college because he wants to go to med school. And I'm going to miss him. Ooh, September. He keeps reminding me, Ma, you know, I start college in September because he wants to start med school and all that. I'm like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, but they grow up and they leave. So anyway, so I like doing the adult shirts. I like doing this. I think they're fun for the adults, for the grandmas. My mom, I got to do one for my mom. She's going to turn 82 this year. My sister turns 50 this year. So I have fun with making them for the adults, you know, and stuff. That's why, like last week, I said, hey, it's not just kids that like to celebrate their birthdays, you know. 2 layers, no-show, crisscross. That's what I did. I did 2 layers of no-show on this shirt, Miss Barbara. And I think it came out good. I think it came out really, really good. I think she'll like it. The only thing is she wants 2Ls. So, I mean, I guess I'll be doing 2Ls now. So I'll videotape me doing this one again with the 2Ls for DD. So, you know, and stuff. I'm a nesty nester, empty nester. You know, being an empty nester is nice, you know. Yeah, because Carlito was gone for a little bit, then he came back, but and it was nice to be empty nester for a little while, but that's okay, you know, and stuff. I could use his room for another you know, for more storage for my embroidery. You never know, you know. Then when he comes back, he's never gonna, you know, I won't have any more space and stuff. So guys, it is 9:30. I went over my hour. I am so sorry and stuff, but I did want to share it with you guys because, you know, I think what gave me the idea of talking about the money issue with the embroidery was, you know, when I was getting the table, you know, it's like, you know, the expense of embroidering can really creep up, you know, because there is just so many things that are involved with this craft, and people don't realize that too when you're selling it. You know, it's like they always try to like undercut you in the prices and stuff like that. And my advice is always like, don't give in. You know your value, you know your worth, you know what you're doing, you know what your product is, you know how much you spent, and your time is valuable. So, you know, to me, it's like, this is how much it is. Take it or leave it. And if you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. That's fine. It's fine with me, you know. So that's just me, you know, and stuff. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your support and everything. And if you know anybody else that, you know, wants to learn about embroidering or anything like that, please share my channel with them and stuff. And if you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And we do have the Facebook group, which called, Happy Embroidery Hour Adventures. Embroidery Happy Hour Adventures. Sorry. Please join our Facebook group. It's a great place, for us to share, our art and things we do and ask questions and get help and everything like that and stuff. And if you have ideas for videos that you want me to do in the future, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do to try to help you guys. Okay, so you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for spending your Friday night with me and stuff, and I really appreciate all the support from everybody. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys all. Bye, and happy sewing and embroidery. Bye. And don't forget to use those coupons here. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.